kidding me. Well, it's a sad day. It's a bittersweet day for me to lose a colleague that I've had for 43 and a half years or thereabouts. And Greg, we are going to miss you around here. I'm especially going to miss Greg on the weekends. We estimate, minus the vacations, we probably had 2,000 weekends together in the office. So that's quite a long time to spend with.
Wow.
Quite a long time to spend with any colleague, and I really appreciate working with somebody like Greg, who's very dedicated. He's in all the Hall of Fames and put everything he had into the job. Well, when I first met Greg, he came into the office and he was a big man. That's what I noticed about him first. He was a big man. And our executive editor, Ken Wisniewski, said, "Well, I guess I'll no longer be the big man around here." And I was thinking, he really thought of himself that way. But anyway, I started reaming Greg the first day. I mean, I was a trickster. When he came in for his interview, he was dressed in a business suit. I was ordered to dress in a business suit so I could interview him. So we were both sitting there in business suits, and at the end of the interview, Greg says, "Oh, I think they're going to hire me. Anything about the job I should know that I might not like?" And I said, "Yeah, damn, we got to wear a suit every day." I really hate wearing ties. So Greg shows up for work the next day. I'm in jeans. I got a hole in the back pocket where my wallet is hanging out. And I've got on basically a fancy t-shirt, no collar. And he's in a three-piece suit. He's using his other suit. And his comment to me was, "You so-and-so." Except that wasn't the exact word. So we started from there. We had a lot of great colleagues over the years. One was Frances Burns. She was about this tall. She was kind of a grandmother figure to us even back then. And we reamed her every chance we got. She once ran a photo in the paper saying she was writing about a police dog that had just joined the Bloomington department, and it was King, the new police dog in the Bloomington Police Department, left, and Officer Joe Larson. And it takes a while for that to sink in. But anyway, Greg and I had a standing ream, a joke with each other for a whole week. And I'd walk into the office and Greg would say, "Where's King?" And I said, "He's on the left." Unfortunately, we did that when one of our owners was visiting from Ohio. And Greg was down at one end of the hall. We were in a big building back then. The halls were about 100 feet long. I yelled down the hall, "Hey, Greg, where's King?" And Greg shouted back, "On the left!" And this owner from out of town went to our manager and said, "Who are those guys?" And he said, "I think you mean the sports editors." And then the owner from out of town asked about, "Do you have a drug referral program?" So that's how it was. That was one of our favorite stories, and King is still on the left. Well, I've been through good times and, of course, hard times with Greg, too. I've been around when Greg lost his dad, when he lost his mom, when he had his hip replaced. I got down to visit him a few times at the Masonic home and tried to give him a positive message, hoped to get back, and he did come back. He came back strong. And, you know, we've been through a lot together. Like brothers, we fight sometimes. Greg once said, and this touched my heart, that I was a brother he never had. And what could I say? I was choked up. I said, "Greg, you're the fifth brother I never had." But anyway, it was all good. Lot of good times together, and I had a habit. I still have a habit. This is one thing I haven't been able to overcome in 43 and a half years. Whenever I'm by Greg's desk, I pick up a pen and use one of his pens. And even on his second to last day with the company yesterday, I picked up one of his pens and used it. And Greg said, "Well, it sure would be nice if I came in and found a pen on my desk." So anyway, one of the gifts I was going to give him was a box of pens to take with him, but I thought, well, maybe I better not do that. But Greg, may you always have pens. May you always remember the good times we had together, and remember most of all, as Mr. Weber said, the lives you touched. Just a tremendous work ethic, and this guy is going to be missed, especially by me. When I'm in here all alone on the weekend, I think that's when I may miss him most, but I'll still keep in touch. And Greg, I wish you the best. I love you like a brother, man.
Now it's your turn. Yeah.